This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I need to warn you, the video you are about to watch has been rated IC60 plus for interactive content in excess of 60 minutes. If you are not emotionally prepared for all the hi hellos that are about to come and a full hour of distractions, Weight Watchers or WW ideas and friendly content, hit stop now. I repeat, this is your only warning. Do not proceed further if you are not ready. But if you're like me and you like to make new friends on your weight loss journey, this is the video for you. We will be saying hi, hello, as this was filmed live. And if you ever get a chance to join us on Sunday nights, it's just over on the Facebook page, If You Have an Egg, A Weight Watcher's Journey. Although I guess now we need to change it to a WW Journey. But we would love to see you live over there so that we can say hi and hello. And if you're new, please do give us a shout out. Let us know that you're new and where you're from so that we can all greet you. Also, pay attention, running across the bottom right now is some important information that you need for how to join us in other social media areas, how to get this free, how to watch this on demand, and how to make sure that you are always notified when we have a new chat come up. And more importantly, read across the bottom. Right now, our affiliate links, which include discounts, are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Check those out. We get some great deals for the Egg Lady and for the Egglets. I hope you enjoy the at least 60 minutes of free weight loss journey content and that you will subscribe so that you can always be notified when we're coming up, and that you will share with another weight loss journey buddy, a WW member who needs some help, and so we can help each other along this journey. So thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know. Please comment below. Hope to see you Sunday. Hello and happy Sunday. I'd like to welcome you all to WW Wellness Workshop number 94. This is Shift Your Mindset. Yeah, and I'll go ahead and give all the details while we're waiting on people to pop in. But today is Sunday and it is October the 21st somehow. And I think that we fall back, for those of us that fall back that have a time change, I think we do that here soon. And hopefully Facebook's gonna give us our notifications. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Lacey. Yeah, thanks for being the first person in. And yeah, so this is Sunday. Hello, Claudie. So on Sunday, October the 21st, and it is WW Digital Wellness Workshop number 94, Shift Your Mindset. And I decided I needed to start saying the name of them so that you all would know which ones were which. Hello, Donna. Hello, Melanie. And hello, Carol Lou. So if you're watching this with us live, hello, Shelly. We'll be doing a lot of hi hellos here in the first few minutes. Hello, Michelle. And if you're watching this with us later, hello, Wanda, on Facebook or on YouTube. That's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. If you're watching this with us later, then you might want to skip to about 8 minutes. I think it's about 8 minutes when the actual content starts. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Renee. And hello, Sylvia from Canada. Yeah, hello, Tag. I'm doing great. How's everybody else doing? Hello, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. So if you're watching this with us live, please tell us, hey, hello. Hello, Betty. And if you're brand new, hello, Rhonda. If you're brand new, let us know so we can give you a shout out. Hello, Irma. And if you're watching this later, again, hello, Kathy. If you're watching this later, again, on YouTube, or if you're watching this later on Facebook, if you're not watching it live on Sunday night, then if you want to skip all the hey, hellos, hello, Cheryl. And April had a rough week and went home sick Friday from work. Oh, no. Hello, Kim. And hello, Anita. Yeah, if you want to skip all the hi hellos, and thank you, April. If you want to skip all the hi hellos, then if you're watching this later, then you can, hello, Kathy, then you can go to, it's about 8 minutes. Oh, and Jeanette is new here. Yes, everybody say hello to Jeanette. It's Jeanette. I hope I got all that out. But hello, Jeanette. It's her first time. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Joy from Wayne, West Virginia. Hello, Stacy. And hello, Shirley Ann. So hello, Marlene. I love that you all are testing me on my knowledge of abbreviations for the states. When Casey will be here, may be able to be here for a minute until she tries to put Alyssa down for bed. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sandra. So, yeah, Alyssa has a bedtime now. She's finally, hey, Kathleen. Yeah, Kathleen's normally a YouTube watcher, and she's here. Hello, Joyce. Hello, and hello, Rosie. Hello, Leah. But yeah, Alyssa's big enough now. She's old enough now that she has a bedtime. How is she already that old? Hello, Leah. Hello, Vicky. And hello, Joanne. Yeah, I can't believe it. And she actually got some news from the doctor. Hello, Lisa. She had a checkup, just her regular 9-month checkup. Hello, Robin. And she can have ground chicken, And I love that April says hi to the new one. Hi. Yeah, her name's Jeanette. But she can have ground chicken. I think she can have all vegetables as long as they're a little bit. Yeah, and April's from Pennsylvania. And hello, Margaret. It's Margaret's first time live. Hello, Margaret. Everybody tell Margaret hello. Yeah, and hey, it's Karen from Cincinnati. Hello. And hello, Mary. Yeah, awesome. And Mary, let me think. There's a lot of chit chat this week with you. I can't remember what it was about. Hello, Sherry. But yeah, and Jackie's from New Jersey. Hello. I can't remember, Mary. There was a lot of chit chat with you this week, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, and it's Pamela's first time from New Jersey. Hello, Pamela, and hello, Orlando Debbie. But anyway, so yeah, just quick update on Alyssa. Hello, Popsicle, and hello, Ozma. So yeah, so she'll be eating lots of fun stuff. And Kathy. So if I'm freezing, it's probably your internet. Hello, Jeanette. Jeanette saying thanks to everyone. Yeah. So it's probably your internet. Yeah, mine does that. So when I actually have to turn my Wi-Fi off if I'm going to watch church on Sunday morning. So I don't know what's up with that. But hello, Gladys. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about tonight. Do I say that every week? Do I say that every single week? Do I say we have a lot to talk about? Yeah. Hello. Oh, yeah. Yep, Rosie's saying hello to Margaret. Awesome. Yeah. And hello, Tedders. Good to see you. Good to see you all. So tonight, we're going to continue, and yes, Barbara from the Crossroads, you are correct. It is cold here. It's very chilly here. Yeah, and hello, Mary from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So, hello, Darlene. If you're watching this with us live, hey, hello. Hello, Shirley Ann, Jersey girl. So if you're watching this with us live, hey, hello. And once I start talking, if I miss what's coming up, because there are, as of right now, hello, Sandy, there are 82 of you all right now. Hello, then. So there are 82 of you all talking all at the same time. And Rosie's saying New Jersey has a new egglet. Awesome. Yeah. And Joyce can't figure out how to do the replies. I don't know how to do that, so I can't do it, either. But anyway, so there are like 82 of y'all trying to talk all at the same time right now. So if I miss one of you all, I will say sorry. Hello, Tahira. And I will try to, come back around to you. And thank you. Yeah, so y'all are saying you love the shirt. Well, it's chilly here today. So it's very chilly here today in East Tennessee. So I had to bundle up just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Vicky is saying hi from Nanaimo. I don't know what that is. Well, tell me what that is, Vicky. But anyway, so if you're watching this with us live, yeah, y'all are coming up really, really fast, and I'll try to keep up with it. But once we start talking about the air fryer, once we start looking at the air fryer, I won't be able to see you at all. So just, don't get, too upset about it. And Sandra had an awesome weight loss, 2 pounds. Awesome. Yeah, and thank you all for the compliments on the shirt. And Kim's from Ontario. So hello, Canada. Okay, lots to talk about. We are going to do, and it looks like y'all had a lot of crazy weather too. So we're going to do this the same way that we did it the last 2 weeks. We are going to have our lesson is going to be first. And Mary, maybe that's why you caught my attention, because you're in Maine. That is why you caught my attention, because we love Maine. That is our second favorite vacation spot. So we're going to do this the same way we did it the last 2 weeks. We are going to have our meeting first. And then we're going to have some fun. So I've decided to call that fluff. And hey, Kathy, ba-bam. Yeah, thank you. Okay, it's a flannel shirt, but thank you all. But then we're going to have our fluff. I've decided to call it fluff because y'all know how much I love fluff. And, and Vicky said it's her city in British Columbia, Canada. It's Nanaimo. Am I even close? Nanaimo. And aloha, Kathy. And hey, Gail from Texas. Gail from Texas is struggling this week. Okay, y'all get a hold of her. Get a hold of Gail. Hello, Melissa. So we're going to do the meeting first. We're going to check in on, see if everybody did their homework. And then we're going to talk about this week's workshop. How many weeks will it be before I get that right? I'll do the workshop. And then for the last part, we are going to talk about the air fryer. Yeah, and Shirley's going to miss us next week. She'll be at her daughter's wedding. How exciting. And hello, Mary. So, hey, hello, everybody. And if I don't catch you, I will try to come back and say hi to you later. But I do need to go ahead and get started talking, because I know y'all are going to want to see things about the air fryer. I wanted to remind you all, this is WW Digital Wellness Workshop number 94. So what does that mean? 94. Shift your mindset. So, and thank you, Debbie. So shift your mindset, 94. That means in six more, it will be 100. So that's 100. Yeah, 100. Crazy. That's absolutely crazy that there will be 100 of these. If you go back and watch all the way at the beginning, and all of them are available on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. They're all available on YouTube. And if you go back and watch the really, really old ones, hello, Susie, they're pretty hilarious because, yeah, they're pretty hilarious. And Loretta wants to know if you can do butternut squash in the air fryer. You sure can. And I have a, oh, and Jackie's daughter's getting married in 3 weeks. Yay, all these weddings. That's awesome. All these fall weddings. But I actually have an acorn squash back here that I'm going to be doing in the air fryer. And yeah, I can do a butternut squash. So we'll have to do that here in the next, week or two, since it is winter squash season. And hello, Janice. So we will have to do that. But let's get back to the meeting part, because it is, y'all know me. Actually, I'm not doing too bad. It's not quite 10 after. And we are already ready to start the meeting. So I'm not doing too bad this week on my time management. Yeah, where are my timekeepers there? But yeah, so we'll get started on the actual meeting portion so that we will have time to do the air fryer. Yeah, so y'all keep talking about air fryers. I can see some suggestions coming by. I can see y'all talking about it. And thank you all for helping each other on your journey. So, oh my gosh, and Carol's son got engaged this weekend. Good heavens, there's a lot going on. There's an awful lot getting on. Yeah, and hello, Joyce from west of Ann Arbor. Hello, Janet. So I'm going to get started talking. Y'all keep saying hello. And again, if you're new, just give us a shout out. And we would love to say hello to you if you're new. And, oh my gosh, okay, Susie says you look like fall. I guess, thank you. This is called, okay, this outfit and this hair is called, husband came home long enough, just long enough to wash clothes, empty the suitcase, wash clothes, reload the suitcase, and get him back out to the airport again this morning. That's what's up with the outfit. But anyway. Okay, let's get going. So this is WW Wellness, Digital Wellness Workshop. I'm still getting used to saying those. Digital Wellness Workshop, number 94, Shift Your Mindset. And if you're watching this with us live, hey, hello, in case I didn't catch you as you were speeding by. And thank you all for the love bucks. Thank you for the thumbs ups and the hearts. You know how much I appreciate those. So thank you very much for those. And if you're watching it with us live, hey, hello. If you're watching this later on YouTube, youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, or we have gotten really good at putting them on the blog. So that's www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. So this one should be there maybe by tomorrow afternoon. Maybe, fingers crossed, by tomorrow afternoon. And so it'll be there too for you to check in. So last week, do you remember what we talked about? Does everybody remember what we talked about last week? We talked about, and yes, I know they're backwards, but we talked about making every day a win. So how did you all do on your wins last week? I only saw, and April's exactly right, talking about wins. So I only saw a couple of people who were not excited. Oh, and thank you, Wanda says we have 100 people. So I only saw a couple of people who were, for some weird reason, not excited about the wins. I don't know why somebody would not be excited about the wins. I mean, it's just extra fun. You know what I mean? It's just extra fun. So I don't know why anybody would not want to have wins. Take them or don't take them. It's just free extra fun. But how many of you did your homework? So remember, wins count if you track breakfast, you can get 5 wins. If you track lunch, you get 5 wins. If you track dinner, 5 wins. And you only have to track one thing. And Janice, I'll try to come back and find you in here and give you your Bravo if you did your homework. But and Margaret too. So y'all just tell me in here, and I'll come back, and I will come back through here. If y'all did your homework, I'll come back through here and give you your Bravos if you couldn't figure out how to tag me. But and then so just for each of those 3 meals, then you get wins for those, and you get wins for either attending a workshop or for tracking your weight. And remember, if you need to switch that tile, you're going to have to call the 800 number. And I know, Kim, the wins are not available in Canada yet. This is supposed to be becoming a global community, so I'm hoping they're coming there soon. So before we talk too much about wins, I need to know who we were talking about attending a workshop or tracking your weight. So who attended a workshop last week? Who sat your bottom in a little chair and attended a workshop and listened with your listening ears to whatever your workshop leader. Wait, what are they called again? They're not called workshop leaders. They are called. Oh my gosh, it completely left my mind. What are they called? What are your leaders called now? They're not called workshop leaders. Anyway, it'll pop in here in just a second. So who's at your, you're already doing it. Y'all are so awesome. You're all like so fast. So help the newbies. You do thumbs ups if you sat your bottom in a little chair. So if you sat your bottom in a little chair at a workshop, you get a thumbs up. And Lynn did both. So if you you do a heart. So do a heart. Yeah, coach. Exactly. Thank you, Joyce. And you do hearts if you attended here with us last week or if you did both. Thank you, Lynn. Yes, it's a coach. Thank you, Sylvia. It's a coach. I know. I don't know why my brain just went here for a second. But so yeah, so if you attended, if you did both, it looks like lots of y'all did both. So here are your Bravo stickers. Here are your Bravo stickers for sitting your bottom in a chair or attending with us for sitting your bottom in a chair or for attending with us last week. Or both. Yeah, here are your Bravo stickers. Very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good. And your homework for last week was, and the receptionist is the guide. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Thank you for that information. So your homework for last week was to track a win, or to get some wins. So if you tracked breakfast, if you tracked anything for breakfast, even if you had an apple and a cup of coffee, and that's all you had, then you got 5 wins if you tracked it. And it was funny because we were talking in our physical workshop, we were talking about, things that you could track to get a win. And but we were talking about that, and Gwen, our fearless leader Gwen, was talking about people, like if you tracked, gosh, I can't remember what it was now that she said, but it was just something horrific, but you still get, it was like, I don't know, a dozen Krispy Kremes. This isn't what she said, but anyway, it was like a dozen Krispy Kremes and whatever. If you track it, you still get 5 wins. And the reason that you get wins is because you stopped, you recognized that you ate a dozen Krispy Kremes. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Sometimes, and it is. And so if you track it, that is a new behavior. That behavior of recognizing that you, recognizing what you ate, tracking it, and moving on, that is a positive behavior in the right direction. And so you get 5 wins for it. So 5 wins for breakfast, 5 wins for lunch, 5 wins for dinner, for tracking, each one of those. So that could be 15 wins a day. And thank you for the time checkup, Sandra. And then you can get wins for attending a workshop. And Lacey said her wins are not evening out. That I don't understand either. But hey, Sylvia. And so if you attend a workshop, you get wins for that. But if you're like me and you're part of a franchise, or if you're online only and you're weighing at home, then your tile on there, and I can't show you because we're on my phone, but your tile, instead of saying attend a workshop, it should say weigh in, track a weigh in. And if it does not, there's an 800 number you can call, and you can call the 800 number and they can get your tile switched for you. So that's what I had to do. And just a word of warning, when you get your tile switched, like we had to get the tile switched, then we had to delete the WW app, turn the phone off for 3 minutes, then turn the phone back on, and then reinstall the WW app. Don't know what that was all about. Or if it was just, tech support, trying to, let's just, if we have them, do something that's going to take that long, maybe they'll think it's, working, or maybe it's, I don't know. Sometimes I think tech people try to entertain us. But anyway, and so you can get that tile switched, and you can get 25 wins for weighing. And yes, Joy, and I think Joyce back up here, y'all are exactly right. You can also get wins for tracking fitness. And hello, Stacy. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Like, you don't have to kill yourself to get wins, to get 5 wins for tracking fitness. So who did your homework? A lot of you all tagged me. If you posted your homework on Instagram, you would have tagged just the @. If you have an egg, I'll run together, and it would have come up. Oh, and Joanne has a Wego, can make a Wego now. Yay, because she got a waffle iron. And April sent hers to me. So if you tracked it on Instagram, it's just @IfYouHaveAnEgg. if you tracked your homework here with us on the If You Have an Egg page, I think you can tag me with @IfYouHaveAnEgg still here, or if you're in our closed group, and if you need in our closed group, somebody can post the link here, or I'll post it when we get done tonight. But on that one, you have to tag me as @KellyGreenMilligan, and it should pop up and let you tag me. And if it's on Connect, it is @ScrapNStamp2, I think, @ScrapNStamp, ScrapNStamp, and a number 2, and you can tag me there, and I'll see your homework. And I saw lots and lots and lots of homework. I was so excited. I was so proud of you all for doing your homework. So who did their homework? Let me see who did their homework. So thumbs ups or comment here, because I need to give y'all your Bravo stickers. How are y'all liking those Bravo stickers, by the way? How are y'all liking the Bravo stickers that Casey made for you? You liking them? You loving them? You loving them? So far, I think everybody likes them really well. Well, good job. Good job. Yep, I'm seeing some lots and lots and lots of thumbs ups. Bravo. So good job to everybody that did their homework. Good job. Yay, 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 yay. So, and isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to get wins? Like, I have found myself, I would venture to guess that my tracking has probably doubled. It's probably doubled because of, because of the wins, because I like to see them come up on my phone. So I saw a not getting it. Oh yeah, good. I'm glad y'all are loving the Bravo sticker. So I saw a not getting my wins yet for tracking a meeting. You may have to call that 800 number. So I will post that again. I'll post that again later for you all. So, okay. Now, this was your weekly last week. Just know that this weekly, I do not believe, and thank you, Claudia, for posting the closed group for us. Hey, if you go to join the closed group, do not forget, you have to answer the 3 questions. Hello, Lisa. You have to answer the 3 questions that are on there, or I cannot let you in. We have probably 20 people right now that I can't let in the group because y'all didn't answer the questions. Sorry. That's my rules. You know, we get that many requests every single day. We probably get 20 to 30 requests every single day. I do not have time to go look and make sure that you're an actual human who would be a good fit for our group. I need you to answer the 3 questions, pretty please. That's all I ask. That's the only entry fee that I ask. So just remember, last week, I do not believe your weekly I don't believe it was ever available online, just because it was the first week. And it was the Make Every Day a Win. Don't believe it was there, but this week's is. So this week is Shift Your Mindset, and it looks like this. If you got the new 1-page copy, it looks like this. It does have, that I was promised that they would have recipes again, and yes, I know it's backwards, but I was promised they would have recipes again, and they do. This week's recipe is baked potato with saucy tomatoes and poached eggs. And it's a much prettier format. For the recipe. And it also lets you know how many points it is. So how many freestyle points it is. It has the symbol for gluten-free, nut-free, and vegetarian. So I don't know if you can see those or not, but it has all of those symbols on there, and then here is the legend down here. So if we have anyone that is gluten-free, that needs to be gluten-free, or that has a nut allergy, or that is vegetarian, or all of the above, they're designating that now, and I think that's a really good idea. And Lacey's asking why they do not have the dates on them anymore. So I didn't notice that until Gwen pointed that out at one of our meetings. And I think it's so that we will go back and use them and stop worrying about, like when it was. Honestly, I might date mine. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I probably will date mine just so that I know when I made these notes. But I think it's so that we don't get so hung up on it being, last week or last year or last whatever, but that's so that we'll use them. And the little, the piece of cardboard that they're made out of, I think this one's going to be a little bit easier to punch if you have one of those little, the little notebooks that takes the 3 punches. Yeah, and Janice dated her, so I think I probably will too. But, oh, and hey, JJ. So JJ had a little trouble finding us, but she's here now. So this week's topic is we're talking about shifting our mindsets. So, oh, and Debbie says if you download it from online, the date is in the title. So it's just those of us that are getting a printed copy that it does not have the date on it. Oh well. So we'll have to hand date ours. So this week we are talking about changing our mindset, shifting our mindsets. So why do you think shifting your mindset might be important? Why might that be important in your weight loss journey? Hello, Kathy. So I just want to say the definition of mindset is, and this will be all of this will be printed. Hello, Marlene. So all of this will be printed. I've started pre-doing the notes. So I've been doing those on Sunday afternoons, in my spare time. Yeah. So, but I have been going ahead and pre-transcribing and not trying to be as fancy as I was before. That's what was taking me like hours to transcribe, but I'm pre-transcribing and then using them as our notes, for the evening. So all of this will be, everything I'm getting ready to say will be on the blog after we get done. And I think that'll be tomorrow because Casey has to get the video uploaded. And by the way, Casey's doing like an amazing job with these videos. So she has saved me so much time. She saved me over an hour a week getting these ready for us. Plus she's kind of, fancied them up a little bit from what I had. And if you want to see some more of her handiwork, and if you like to read, you should go to YouTube and look up Bohannon Babbles. It's Bohanan Babbles, Babbles. She's got a really cute vlog. And if you like to read, it's really, really cute. And she had a great one on there last week about reading with a new baby. And really, you could use that for any topic. With the suggestions that she gave would have been great for so many different life scenarios, besides just, having a new baby, like if you were home from surgery or, lots of different things. But anyway, so that one was a really good one. So if you want to watch that one, it's Bohannon Babbles. And it's the one about reading with a baby. So, and you could really insert any life event. So thank you, Casey. Okay, so mindset. I went ahead and looked up the definition of that. The definition of mindset, it is a noun for those teachers out there. It is a noun, and the definition is the established set of attitudes held by someone. So let's see, if you have an attitude about something, like if you have a belief about something, if you think you know something and it's an established set, it's an established knowing, like you've thought this over and over and over and over and over again, that's what your mindset is. So, just an example, you might have like right now, Casey has a mommy mindset, Casey, if you're still there, if you're not putting a little sweetness down so that she'll be all sunshine and light for Nona tomorrow, can you put the link to your vlog on there? And if she's not still there, then I will be happy to do that, Debbie, after we get done with the chat tonight. But so you establish a set of attitudes. So it's an established set of attitudes by someone. So Casey right now is in a mommy mindset. So her life mostly revolves around, even though she still works, and she's married and she's a daughter, so she's a wife and a daughter and a mommy, but right now her mindset is that of a mommy. So most of her day, most of her planning, most of what she does is came down and hooked up to the modem to play his. Oh no, Michelle's son, I think, has taken over their modem. Anyway, but that is her mindset right now. So even though she has all these other things, wife, daughter, employee, she has all these other things that she is, her mindset right now is mommy. So, and my mindset most days is boss, even though I'm a mom and I'm a grandmother and I'm a wife. My mindset most days is boss, that I'm a boss. So it's an established set of, attitudes. So I have an attitude that I am a boss, that I'm, in charge of people and responsible for their well-being and their lives. So here's where we get in trouble with our weight loss journey, or really any other journey. It doesn't have to just be weight loss, but any other journey that we have, in our lives. If we get into a fixed mindset. So a fixed mindset, as long as it's something that is true and it is positive, then a fixed mindset is not necessarily a bad idea. But we tend to get into these fixed mindsets when we're losing weight, that that it's, you know, it's an always and a never and an impossible, you know, and things like that. So my example was, you know, a fixed mindset equals an attitude that something won't change, like that it's never going to change. It's always going to be the same. It will never be different. That's a fixed mindset. So it's fixed. It's unchanging. And sometimes we get our minds fixed on something, and it's hard to get off of it. So I just jotted down 3 for me. 3 that are hard for me to do. One of them is my fixed mindset is, so my attitude, you know, the attitude that I have is that I can't have potato chips. It's impossible to stop myself once I get started. So that's one. The second one is I'm too old. I waited too long to start working out, and my body is not going to change. And then the third one is that, let me just make a little note here. The third one is that I've had here lately is I'm on new medicine. I'm on new medication, and my mindset, my fixed attitude right now is this new medicine stinks. My doctor's never going to change me back to my old medicine, and I'm going to carry around this extra 10 pounds forever. So the new medicine that I'm on, it doesn't matter what I do. I'm serious. I'm hanging around 8 to 10 pounds more than I normally do. I haven't been on it long. I've only been on it for a couple of months, but I'm serious. Nothing else has changed other than the new medicine it just does not. I can't get up and get going in the morning. It's hard for me to stay going in the afternoons. It's hard to get motivated. I have a sleep disorder, and it's just not working. It's just not working for me. So that was my fixed mindset. So now don't agree with me. Okay. So Marianne says she agrees with the body won't change. Okay. So hold on. So what I want you to do, though, and what we talked about in our physical workshops this week, and for those of you who can't attend a physical workshop, I want this to be your workshop. So what I want you to do next, though, is to have a reality check. So I had to have a reality check with these. Okay, so what I was just saying, what words was I using? Always, never, impossible. Okay, things are not always just doesn't, nothing is always, you know, except for, what is it, death and taxes. Hey, Inez. So yeah, death and taxes, that's the only thing that is always. Yeah. So nothing is always, nothing is never, and nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. But those are such harsh words to use on yourself. They're such harsh words, and I use them on myself all the time. But would you use those words on a friend? So probably not. I mean, I talk to myself that way all the time, but would you talk that way to a friend? So what if your friend told you the same things that I just said above, and they honestly believed it? So what if that friend told you those 3 things that I just said, and that they honestly believed it? You wouldn't say, oh, well, you better pack it up, sister. You better pack it in and just give up. You know, yeah, you better just give up. You're sunk. You're toast, you know. You wouldn't say that. And thank you, Sandra, for the time update. You would not say that to a friend. You wouldn't say it and believe it, and you wouldn't say it to yourselves. So a growth mindset, if you have your WW Weekly for this week, a growth mindset, according to WW Weight Watchers, a growth mindset is a superpower, and it can turning it on. So if you turn on this superpower, this growth mindset superpower, it can change your outlook. It can change your choices. It can change some of the decisions that you're making. Never and impossible can become, let's do this. Yeah, it really can. So for my 3, I said, so I rewrote mine, and I said, instead of I can't for the chips, instead I wrote down chips are a red light food for me, but I love them. I could enjoy them occasionally if I make sure there are witnesses, because I'm bad about eating chips in private, and, you know, where there's no prying eyes. So I could enjoy them. I could enjoy them occasionally, not every day. I could enjoy them occasionally if there were witnesses, and I choose a pre-portioned package so I can enjoy them. I can track them, and I can move on. That's a totally doable thing. So that's a growth mindset instead of saying I can't. Forget about saying I'm too old. No one is too old. Did y'all see the lady that was on America's Got Talent this year that was the dancer? My gosh, she was like in her 70s, and she was crazy fit. I mean, like crazy fit. I don't know 20-year-olds that are that fit. So instead of I'm too old, you know, I stopped back and looked. Okay, I've ridden this planet 51 times around the sun. 51 times around the sun. And I'm healthier and more fit now than I was at 31. Way more. I mean, if you look at pictures of me when I was 31 and pictures of me now, and the way my clothes fit and the things I can do, the amount of how far I can walk, how long I can stay on the elliptical now because, Casey kept encouraging me. I'm way more fit now at 51. Sure, things sag in different places, and everything's not where it used to be, but hey, who cares? Who cares? I'm much more fit. I'm much more fit to be, Alyssa's grandma too, at 51. And I know that moving more, no matter how much it is, that moving more keeps my mind, my body and my mind healthy. So I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, and then the last one, I just said no to my doctor. I just said no to my doctor will never change. I made an appointment. I don't like the medicine, don't want the medicine. I actually was joyous. Hello, Cheyenne. I actually was joyous last week because I had gained some more weight so that I had a little, when I went to my appointment. But I scheduled an appointment with him and I made a list. I took the time to make a list of me on the old medication that I took for over 20 years, and then me on the new medication and what the differences were, what the side effects were, my weight difference, my sleeping difference, how I was driving, things like that, my attention span. And I made a side-by-side comparison for him. I did not just go to my doctor's appointment and say, I hate it. You're gonna have to do something about this. What do you think he would have done? What do you think he would have said if I had just gone and said, I hate it. You've got to do something. Nope, I took the time, made the list, presented it to him, and guess what? I have a new sleep study scheduled for a week from Monday. Hey, Sherry, I have a new sleep study scheduled a week from Monday. And, will he switch me back to my old medicine? I'm hopeful. Would he have even considered it if I had not insisted on, having this new, having this, appointment and having my list together, and the weight was one of the things. That was one of the big reasons, because he had mentioned every year for the last 4 years, he had said, oh my gosh, Miss Millian, he has the worst personality ever. So I hope he's not watching. Yeah, sorry, Dr. H, if you are. But he's so dry and he has like no sense of humor, none. But the last 4 years though, I saw this little glimmer, a little tiny, tiny, tiny glimmer of joy in his heart. Miss Milligan, you've kept your weight the same, for, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Well, guess what? This year, no. And I prepped him for it and he saw it and he saw physical proof. So, I think that was a big help. I'm not saying gain weight to get your doctor to change your medicine or to give you another appointment. But anyway, instead of saying, forget it, I think that's actually going to work. Okay. So one of the ladies in our physical, workshop, she works with kids and she reminds them on a daily basis, your feelings are valid. No one can tell you you can't have your feelings. But, and I'm going to read this because I thought this was a great quote. This is a great quote. Just because you feel that way doesn't mean you are that way. Wow. Just because you feel like that does not mean that you are that way. It doesn't. Hello, Mary. So the next time you feel that way, let's do what I'm going to call a friend check. So this is what Gwen calls it too. So it's just a friend check. So you just stop, when you start talking to yourself like that again, when you figure out that you've got one of these fixed mindset going on, and it takes a little bit of work to stop and say, hey, whoa, slow down, self, slow down. But to step back and think, what if a friend had told me that? What would I say to them? Again, would I tell them just to, pack it up. You just need to give up, just give up, you're going to weigh this forever. You wouldn't do that. You would not say that to them. So do a friend check. So what I want you to do for your homework so that we can play with the air fryer for a little bit, because we need about 20 minutes and it's going to take us 20 minutes to cook this. So what I want you to do for your homework is hello, Carol, I want you to write down, and Debbie's right, we are our worst critics. So what I want you to do is to write down one never, always, or impossible statement. So write down one statement that that you have. So it needs to be a never, I never do this, or I never can do this, or I always do this, or it's impossible to do this. I want you to write that down, and then I want you to do a friend check. So either talk to yourself in the mirror, talk it out with one of us. If you're in the closed group, seriously, bounce it off of us. we are happy to talk to you about it. But just do a friend check, and then I want you to write down your growth mindset. So your growth mindset is like what I put when I said that I can enjoy potato chips in a group setting, not alone, in a group setting, in moderation, occasionally, not every day, but occasionally, and enjoy them, track them, and then move on. I can do that. So go ahead and do that. Tag me in your post, because that's going to be your homework, and that's how you're going to get your Bravo stickers for next week. But tag me in your post. And now, everybody who was just here for the meeting, you are dismissed. So if you were not here for air fryer fun, you are dismissed. Okay, and those of you who were here for the air fryer, I'm gonna pick you up and take you with me. You know, we used to do this a lot. So I used to carry you all around a whole lot. I am going to turn you around so that you can see my air fryer. So I have the Power XL is the first air fryer that I had. And now I have, you know, because everybody has to have, you know, 2 air fryers. But this one is going to become, John has finally agreed with me, this one is going to become our camper air fryer. And this one is going to become our on-the-counter air fryer. And you can see how huge it is. These, what we're going to play with today, this is my air fryer baked apples recipe. And I went ahead and prepped them before we got started because it would take too long to get them ready if I had waited. So that you do not have to make these 4 at a time. I made them 4 at a time because the Simple Living 5.8 quart, and you can tell that I've been cooking a lot today because it's got fingerprints all over it. Oh well, sorry. But anyway, so this is my Simple Living 5.8 quart digital air fryer, and it comes with the air fryer. It comes with the basket, the normal basket, just like any air fryer does. It does have this really cool safety button so that you don't release the basket. I had to be really careful with this one because I was, you know, when you pick it up, you want to click that. But this one has this little, you know, kind of Kelly dummy proof, you know, cover so that you can cover that up. And the kit, the one that I ordered, came with this cool little baking dish that has the handle, and it has this little baking dish, and it has this little tray so that I guess you can set meat on. I haven't tried this one yet, but I went ahead and pre-prepared these, and it's just 4 little tiny, and they're like a real one, you know, single serving of a Honeycrisp apple, and I cored them, and then I sprayed them with a little bit of nonstick spray. This recipe, by the way, is already this recipe is already on the blog. It's www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and it is, if you just search air fryer, or if you search air fryer apple, or air fryer baked apple, or baked apple, but if you search something like that, then you're going to find it. So it is already on, it's already on the blog, www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and search, you know, air fryer or baked apple. Okay, so let's go back to this. You just core the apple, you know, wash the apples first, of course, core the apple, and then I sprayed them with some nonstick spray. I put, since I'm doing 4 at one time, I put a little bit of water in the bottom. I put maybe, it might be 1/8 of a cup to maybe 1/8 of a cup, probably 1/4 of a cup, anyway, of water in the bottom of this. When I make them individually, I put at least a tablespoon of water in there, and then I filled each one of them with, thank you, Claudie, I filled each one of them with, let's see, with 1 tablespoon of granola, and the granola that I use says 9 smart points for a serving, but if you just use a tablespoon, it's 1. And then they have a little bit, they each have about 1/2 of a teaspoon of Truvia baking blend sprinkled on top, and then they have some of the Dax Spices pumpkin spice blend, and we're going to put these in real quick. They'll actually be done about the time that our chat's done, so that'll be really good. So I'm going to set this in here. There's nothing in the bottom, there is no oil. And then to do this, and I'm gonna try and do it with my left hand, you don't shove it in. Do not just shove it in straight. That's not good. It's like a swooping motion. I don't know if you could tell or not, but it's like a scooping motion. So hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. So you just scoop and stick it in there. And remember, this is the Simple Living Power, or this is the Simple Living digital one. So you push the button that says push, but you push that, or you can start turning it and it'll come on. This is the temperature, this is the time, This is if you're going to use one of their modes, like if you want to cook with their modes. And hi, Dolly. Apparently I missed Dahlia coming in. And then this one is if you want to stop. So I'm going to change the temperature, and I'm going to change the temperature to 320, and I'm going to change the time to 20 minutes and just push go. And I want y'all to listen how quiet that is. Is that not crazy quiet? That is so quiet. So, okay, y'all are going to come back. We're going to talk about air fryers for a few minutes. And actually, while that's cooking, I might go ahead and answer 3 questions that we had tonight. Do y'all care if I answer those real quick while we're waiting on that to cook? We had, I promise I'll come back to the air fryer in just a second. We did have 3 questions that I want to go over real quick. So Donna, who's a new member, wanted to know, can I lose weight if I'm in a wheelchair all the time? And any of you all that have mobility limitations, I would love if you all would go over and talk to Donna in our closed group. Remember to answer the 3 questions if you're in there. I fortunately do not have that problem, do not have that issue. But Donna, I do think it's possible. You know, you can find, so even if you're in a wheelchair, if you are able to use your legs at all, I think you can find some minimal exercises that you can do. You can definitely, if you have use of your hands and your arms, you know, you can do some upper body exercises, but I do not believe that I don't think you have to exercise to be able to lose weight. I exercise so that I'm getting some energy, spent, and it just helps me feel better in my clothes. But I think that I am a firm believer you can lose weight without without having to be able to get up and jog. I don't run. I don't run either. And Debbie and Wanda both are saying that there are chair exercises that you can look up. Real quick, Gail, that's new in our group, wants to know how to count points. So, Gail, I will probably come back to you in the group and answer that. But if any of you all that find Gail over there in the group, she's struggling with how to count her points. And then Deborah, who is a new member in our group, says, I'm on a small budget and am single, so I eat the same breakfast all week and lunch to save money and less waste. Hope this is doable with the plan. I think it's totally doable. Totally doable. So, first question I saw about the air fryer was, can you use any pan or dish? And yes, as long as it's oven safe. Oh, and I see Lynn has answered that. So thank you very much, Lynn. Yes, as long as it is oven safe, then yes, you can use it. And silicone baking cups. So I have like these you can use in there. I have, can y'all see all those? Hold on, I'll take you over here. So, see all of these? Yeah, and you can see my fluff, but see all of those silicone baking dishes? You can use all of those. And then I posted a dish on, or not dish, it was a little holder. I did not buy it. I was at Bed Bath & Beyond today buying a wedding present for Accountability Buddy's son and soon-to-be daughter-in-law. But it was like a little silicone thing that you can put eggs in. And it was for an Instant Pot, so I'll have to think about that one. But I have little crocs. I've got some little glass dishes. I've got several different things. You do not have to buy the ones that have the, oh, thank you, Lacey. You do not have to buy the ones that have the extra, pieces with it. But I gotta say, I'm loving having the extra pieces. My Power XL did not have those with it. I'm gonna try a cake at some point. I've never ever made a cake or cornbread or anything like that. I've only ever made, I haven't made anything that's like you're baking it. So it's all been things that are like you're frying them. And Dusty must think there's somebody near the door because he's woofing. What is it, buddy? Timmy must be in the well. But anyway, so some things that I make in my air fryer. This morning, I made bacon. I do love bacon in the air fryer. I love it a lot because once you get it going, well, I do cut it in half. I do not, because it will try to roll up a little bit. So I cut it in half before I put it in there. I cut it in half like this. Lacey, we'll come back to the chicken in a second. But I cut it in half and then I put it in there on 380 for 8 minutes. But about halfway through, you kind of need to shake it. Or if you want to, you can flip them over, flip them upside down. Most of the grease drops to the bottom. And it's like, even the kind of bacon that I use, it's still, it's a ton of grease. And it's nice because it can, since it catches it in the basket, you can just, you can just rinse it out. You can just wash it out when you're done, the chicken, oh my gosh, I make That Man's Chicken. If you have not seen the That Man's Chicken or That Man's Turkey Tenderloin recipe, again, they're both on the blog. It's www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. They are so moist, it is ridiculous. I mean, absolutely, just tender, just fork tender. You don't have to cut them with the, no, Lacey said, is it dry or etc. No, ma'am. Oh my gosh, it's so not dry. And as a matter of fact, the turkey tenderloin is so juicy that I have taken pictures, taken videos of slicing it and the juices just coming out. I've honestly never, ever had chicken or turkey that was that juicy. We cook steak in it. What are you boiling? And y'all are talking about the egglets. Sorry. Okay, I got distracted. So the air fryer that we're using right now. So we are making. And Debbie's, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Debbie's exactly right. It's absolutely the best way to do pork chops. Yeah, and Cheryl has done turkey, hot dogs, French fries. Oh yeah, hot dogs are perfect. Corn on the cob. I have, and this free, all the recipes are free. So if you just go to www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and search air fryer, or if you find the categories and go to the air fryer categories, we make asparagus. My husband and I we could eat an entire bunch of asparagus by ourselves. Now we try to get the little skinny asparagus, but in the air fryer, good heavens, it's good. Oh my gosh, it's good. But just go to www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and search air fryer or look for that. Yeah, and Joyce, I have not tried 2-ingredient bagels in there. So how long are you cooking those for? I have not tried them in the air fryer yet. I have done the pudding drop cookies. That is also on the blog, www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I have done those on there, but they're really good. So we do bacon every weekend. So every Saturday or Sunday, if John's home, we do bacon in it, and it's $3.80 for 8 minutes. And I either flip it or I shake it halfway through. We do bacon scotch eggs. That's also on the blog, www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and search bacon scotch eggs, or just look under the that category. A baked potato. Oh my gosh. So I had never ever made a baked potato in the air fryer, and I did that I think 4 different times in the last week. So again, this is a Simple Living. I had a Power XL. I still have a Power XL, but that one's going to become our camper air fryer. This one is a Simple Living Products. This is a Simple Living Products 5.8 quart digital air fryer. They also have a manual air fryer that's not digital. So the digital part is where I was turning the button and the number was coming up, and you do not, Gail, you don't preheat it. It's not like an oven. There's no preheating. So did you notice? We didn't preheat it. I just stuck the apples in, bam, ba-bam, and it's going. They're cooking. Now I do this anyway. So I'm trying not to get sidetracked. So the digital part is what just came up. You do not have to have the digital one. They have a manual one, but don't forget, we have right now, and I don't know how long this will last, but right now, October 2018, and probably, and Janet, I'll tell you on the baked potatoes in just a second, but October and probably November 2018, we have an affiliate code. And so if you buy a Simple Living products, and that was super sweet of them to give us an affiliate code. So they didn't have to do that. I was very appreciative of it, and I used it. But it is EggLady10, EGGLADY10 when you buy it from them on Amazon. And so I just went ahead, I used the 10% to go ahead and get the one that had all the rest of the things in the kit. But the baked potatoes, I've done it with regular potatoes, and I've done it with sweet potatoes. I just washed them really good, took a fork and pricked the potato with the fork, and then I lightly sprayed them oh no, and Gail had one that you had to preheat. No, but neither one of mine you have to preheat. But I just lightly sprayed them with nonstick spray, just regular nonstick spray like you would spray a pan with, just lightly Oh yay, Teresa used the code, yay. And if y'all do, please tell them thank you. I can't remember. Oh, the Amazon code is EggLady10, EGGLADY10. So EggLady10. Hello, Susan. So, yeah, so you just prick it with a fork, and then you put them in there. Don't let them touch. Thank you, Carol, for putting the code up. Don't let them touch. You can put more than one. Like the most I've put in this one were 6 that were about this size, and put them in there on 390 for 30 to 35 minutes. Yeah. Hey, Susan. And just walk off. I mean, like I walked Dusty, came back, and it is so. I can't even explain them. I'll have to do that for you all in the next few days and post the video for you. But when you get done, they are just, I mean, my gosh, they are so fluffy on the inside. So fluffy on the inside. And Rosie, you're going to love it. So fluffy on the inside. But then I took them one of the nights that John was home. I had done golden potatoes, so they were like not russet potatoes. I think they were called golden, and the skin was so soft when they were done. I took a knife and just sliced them sideways like this, and then I put some, and Loretta, sweet potatoes. I did it exactly the same way, and then I fluffed it up a little bit, and I put some of the Dax pumpkin spice on there. Oh my gosh, so good. Yeah. But it was just so easy, and it doesn't heat up the kitchen. So y'all know how hot I get. Okay, look how close I'm standing to this. So I'm right here with it. Right on it. And sorry, apparently the internet did not like me. Yeah, the internet did not like me getting away from it for some bizarre reason. But anyway, we should be right back. But I am right here with it, and it's not hot. So don't think though that it's not hot on your countertop. So if you have like laminate countertops or something, you might want to put a little cutting board or something underneath it. The bottom of it is going to get pretty warm, and you do need to pull it off the wall. So pull it off the wall about 3 to 4 inches. So that it's not, and get them back again, but pull it off the wall about 3 to 4 inches so that it's got room to vent, because it is venting in the back, and so that it's not, so hot, against the wall. But yeah, the potatoes are really good in it. The asparagus, my gosh, I'll just say that again. The asparagus is so good. And we just spray the asparagus with a little bit of, nonstick spray and some nutritional yeast, and it just really crisps them up. And Carol Lou wants to know, does steam come out? If you have something in there that's liquidy, okay, do not put just liquid, just like liquid in there. But if you have a little bit of liquid, a tiny bit of steam, might come out. It should not smoke though. Oh, I did get that question earlier today. So someone asked if, it was actually somebody on Amazon asked if it, and Wanda says on her Christmas wish list is an air fryer and a waffle iron. Yep. And hey, Wanda, check the coupon code. You never know, the affiliate coupon code may still be good. We still have 5 minutes. Let's see. Oh man. Well, guess what? You all are going to have to, hello Cheryl, you all are going to have to stay until after 9, because we have 5 minutes left until 9 o'clock, but we have 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left for our apples, so you all are going to have to hang out for the apples. Debbie, what's the time and temperature on the roasted vegetables? April's exactly right. Hamburgers in the air fryer, so good. I don't have the time and temperature on that one, but they are so good. And look, I finally found the paper clip again, but they are so good. And again, a lot of that oil is dripping into the bottom, so so it's just, it's kind of coming off of it. But we do the potatoes one morning. I scooped out the centers of them, and then I cracked an egg in each one, and it was an experiment. And yes, Wanda will be going over. It was an experiment, and one of them overflowed, but it made a really nice fried egg in the bottom, but I don't recommend doing that on a regular basis. Debbie's exactly right. Salmon and fish are great in the air fryer. So good. I did salmon with a little bit of brown sugar on top. Oh, it was so good. April, the temperature on the bacon, it was 380 for 8 minutes. I do cut my bacon in half, just so that it doesn't roll up on itself. And about halfway through, I either shake it or I flip it over. And the kind of bacon that I use is, I use either Applegate, Applegate Sunday bacon. and or I use Appleton Farms, which is from Aldi, or I use the Trader Joe's uncured bacon, and so it's all 1 point per slice. And Susan wants to know if it's crispy. If you do it for the 380 on 8 minutes, it's very crispy. I like really crispy bacon. It's not burnt, it's just really crispy. And if you want it less, you could just, do less time. And Liz wants to know how long and what temperature for the baked potatoes. So the baked potatoes, again, they were about this big. I'm not talking Oak Ridge baked potatoes, and if you live from around here, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about a regularly sized, potato, so like a 4-point potato. That's it'd probably fit in the palm of your hand, and we've eaten them all, or I'd show y'all. But it's $390 for 30 minutes. So if you have the and Loretta, so we've got them. We have air fryer recipes. So yeah, just go to www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and search air fryer recipes. There's also an air fryer. It's a Weight Watchers. I don't think they've changed the name to WW, but it's a WW air fryer Facebook group, and if y'all want me to, I can share the link to that when we get done tonight. But and Barbara knows exactly what I mean by Oak Ridge. Yeah, with 3 heads. But anyway, by Oak Ridge potatoes. But yeah, just go to the blog. So go to the blog. Or Pinterest. Yeah, Rita's exactly right. There are all kinds of them on Pinterest. The only thing I will say, so if you go to Pinterest and you look up air fryer recipes on there, when you click through to the link, be sure that it's somebody that you either recognize or that seems reputable, and I hate to say it that way, but like my blog, www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and thank you, Claudie, for posting that, or like Skinny Taste, if she's got air fryer recipes, or Hungry Girl, or I don't think Drizzle Me Skinny has any air fryer recipes. But make sure that it's somebody reputable, because there's a lot of people out there, hokey people out there, that are stealing recipes, and they're not checking the smart points. They're not checking the freestyle smart points. So you need to make sure that you're at a reputable one. And Susie's asking if they're all crispy. I do certain things to make mine crispy. And Cheryl's in 2 of the air fryer groups. But yeah, if you search any of them, and look in Pinterest, again, just make sure that it's a reliable group. So we have 3 minutes left on the apples. 3 minutes left. And again, we could stay here all night long making air fryer recipes. So they are on the blog, www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So many of them, but I will start, because Casey has gotten so good at editing these videos. I will start doing some more of them, and so that y'all can see how to make them too, instead of me just talking through them or just typing them, because we do need to talk about seasoning the air fryer. Oh my gosh. So they told me to season it, and I was like, okay, maybe. But okay, and one just asked if it's easy to clean. In April, it's I'll have to show you the granola again in a second. But they highly recommended that you season it, and I was thinking, I didn't do that to my other one, and it was fine. It was fine, and I will post the recipe. I'll post the links when we get done for the things that I've mentioned, so that y'all can find them really easily. But I was like, whatever. Oh my gosh, I feel like an idiot for not seasoning my other one. Now that it's seasoned, and it took like 3 minutes, or maybe it was 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes. My gosh, everything just slides off of it now. And you do not, I will say this, do not scrub it, okay? Don't scrub it, because the coating that's on these, oh yay, and Sylvia's daughter gave me a unicorn. Yay, I actually love unicorns. But do not scrub it, because you can scrub the coating off. So the coating is so micro thin so that it's easy to clean up, and so that it'll cook correctly and everything. Do not scrub it. Just use the spongy side. But if you season it, you should have no trouble whatsoever cleaning it. There should be no scrubbing involved. Like, you should not need to ever scrub it. But anyway, so the apples, though, like we're making right now, when I make those, I normally make them in the mornings. And I know my neighbors could kill me, because what I do is I get them going and I get in the shower. So it takes me about 20 minutes to take a shower. I get the apples going, get in the shower, and when I get out of the shower, it smells like, whew, it smells like what the kitchen smells like right now. So, oh, actually, you know what I might do? I have some Halo Top. I have some Halo Top in the freezer. And yesterday, so I seasoned mine with coconut oil. And actually, they have asked me to do a little video. Simple Living has asked me to do a little video showing how to season it. So I'll do that too, and I'll post it for you all. But I just remembered I have some Halo Top in the freezer. So, guess you might be having an air fryer baked apple. Oh, do you hear it? An air fryer baked apple. That lets you know. Hey, Dusty, it's good. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. You think something's going on, and it kind of is. So now it's done, and you can just open it. And if you had wanted to check it part of the way through, you can check it, and then when you put it, close it back up, then it'll still pick up. It'll still do the the rest of the time. But I'm not going to try and scoop those out because they are super, super, super hot. Just know that they're delicious. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Because it's they smell so good. They smell so good. So, what was the question? That was my question. Okay, I saw a teary face, and then I saw that was my question. So what was the question about? And man, I should have already gotten the ice cream out. So I tell you what I'll do. It is, look, we're not doing too bad. It's like 9:03, and we're already ready to finish. So everybody's going to do their homework. Everybody that has an air fryer is going to make baked apples for tomorrow, right? This morning I had my baked apple with some oatmeal, and it was delicious. So I'll tell you what, when I get the ice cream out, when I get the Halo Top ice cream out and put it on there, I will take I'll take a picture of it and send it to you all. So the seasoning again that was on seasoning the air fryer, is that what you're talking about, Carol Lou? If that's what you're talking about, I'll be posting a video for that in the next couple of days. Yeah, seasoning the air fryer. Definitely. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Judy, I'll be doing a video for that. So I see lots of y'all are saying, how do you season it? Okay, the April on the apples are 1 smart point if you use the granola, if you just use 1 tablespoon of the granola. So let's see if we can get Dusty over here. Where'd you go, buddy? The beep, beep, beep got him all excited. He was like, oh, there's something going on. Honestly, you know what? The baked apples, it was 320 for about 20 minutes, depending on the size of the apple. So probably what he got excited about, he had steak in it the other night, and we have already made chicken. So yeah, so he gets real excited when the air fryer is going off. But okay, everybody remember to do your homework. I will post all of this information as soon as we get done here because John's not home. Yeah, so I have lots of time, although I can't stay up too late because my sleep doctor has me on time restrictions. And April wants to know what kind of apples. I always get something sturdy, so something like these are little Honey Crisps. I use Pink Ladies, something sturdy. I don't like mushy apples. I'm not a mushy apple eater, but anyway, so I will post all of these. So check back if you are on this chat. If you are on Facebook right now tonight, October the 21st, Sunday night, check back in the comments where you all are commenting right now. I will be posting the links to the recipes that I mentioned so that y'all can find them easily. If you're not watching this live, you're just going to have to go to www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and search air fryer recipes. And when I get the video done about seasoning the air fryer, I'll post it for you all so that you can have it. So I hope everybody has fun with your air fryer. Don't forget, if you get it from Simple Living Products, if you get it on Amazon, use our affiliate code and tell them thank you. Tell them thank you very much for that. It's EggLady10. So everybody do your homework. Everybody tag me in it. And Debbie, did you notice that we're going to have an air fryer? The other one's going to be in the camper now. But anyway, and thank you, Betty. So everybody have a great week. Dusty says bye. He probably says, Mommy, let's go out for one last walk before we go to bed. But y'all have an amazing evening, and I'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye. Thanks for being here. Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Pretty, please. Please subscribe. Good night.